There is an island on our Earth, a place where two parallel worlds exist side by side. This is Hispaniola, an island nestled in the azure waters of the Caribbean that is home to two countries, Haiti and the Dominican Republic. Now you must be thinking why we said these are two parallel worlds. Well, on one hand, there is the Dominican Republic, which shines as the most visited destination in the Caribbean, welcoming over 8.5 million visitors annually with a GDP of $217 billion. And on the other hand is the extreme of this. You won't believe that Haiti, which is the other country on the island, is the poorest country in the entire Western Hemisphere. So why the extremes? Why do these two countries share the same island yet experience such contrasting realities? Let's find out. Long before the arrival of the Europeans, the island of Hispaniola was inhabited by the Arawak people. They called their homeland Quisqueya, a name meaning cradle of life. The Arawaks arrived on the island 5,000 years ago, their presence shaping the culture and life of what is today Hispaniola. They cultivated the land and built communities, but fate had a different plan for the Arawaks. In 1492, Christopher Columbus arrived on the shores of Quisqueya, and everything changed. Sadly, Columbus treated the indigenous people terribly. He made them slaves and forced them to work in harsh conditions, digging for gold in the mines. And can you believe that diseases brought by Columbus and his crew also spread among the Arawak people who had no immunity? Many of them became sick from measles and smallpox and died. Within just a few decades, the Arawak population suffered greatly, losing around 30,000 people due to the tough working conditions and the diseases they caught. It was a devastating time for them and their way of life. To keep their control over the island, the Spanish brought enslaved people from West Africa. These new slaves were mainly kept in the eastern part of the island, where the Spanish focused on farming. But here's the interesting part. The Spanish also brought animals like cows, pigs, and horses. Little did they know that these animals would cause big problems. They ate a lot and destroyed many native plants and animals, changing the island's environment forever. Columbus's arrival marked the beginning of a new era on Hispaniola, one filled with tragedy and change. The effects of slavery, diseases, and ecological shifts shaped the paths of Haiti and the Dominican Republic. Let's see how. With the departure of Columbus, European powers sought to claim their share of the island. In 1697, the Treaty of Ryswick determined the island's fate. France gained control over the western part, while Spain gave up its portion. Under French rule, Saint-Domingue, which is present-day Haiti, became the Saint of the Antilles. It was called this name due to its lush landscape and fertile land. Vast sugar plantations emerged, fueled by enslaved Africans who toiled under brutal conditions. The colony thrived, exporting sugar, coffee, and indigo to satisfy the insatiable European demand. However, the system of slavery imposed unimaginable suffering on the enslaved population. We cannot even fathom the hardships endured by those who worked on the plantations. In 1795, Spain ceded its remaining part of Hispaniola to France, solidifying French dominance over the entire island. The French presence on Hispaniola laid the foundation for the rich cultural heritage seen today in the Dominican Republic. Now both parts, Dominican Republic and Haiti, were under French control. This was the pivotal point in history that set the path for their realities today. Both regions dealt with their leaders in different ways, which is why both got different fates. Haiti became a cauldron of resistance. Inspired by the ideals of the French Revolution and fueled by their own yearning for freedom, enslaved Africans rebelled against their oppressors. Led by visionary figures such as Toussaint Louverture and Jean-Jacques Dessalines, the Haitian Revolution erupted in 1791. Their protracted struggle ultimately resulted in Haiti becoming the world's first independent black republic in 1804. However, the aftermath of independence was disruptive. When Haiti won its freedom, it faced global isolation. Former colonial powers, including France, refused to recognize Haiti diplomatically. But this is where France played the people of this region. It eventually acknowledged Haiti's independence, but demanded a heavy price for doing so. In 1825, under the threat of a French invasion, Haiti was forced to pay an indemnity of 90 million gold francs over the course of years. This makes it around $370 million today. This enormous debt burden strained Haiti's economic growth and development, and it became one of the reasons Haiti has a crippling economy and poor growth. The story of the Dominican Republic is different from its neighboring Haiti. In 1809, A momentary reunion with Spain took place after a daring revolt, but the desire for true independence stirred within the hearts of the Dominicans. So in 1821, they made a bold declaration. They decided to break free from Spanish rule, but fate had a different twist in store. Jean-Pierre Boyer was the Haitian president at that time who extended his dominion over the entire island. So, his rule brought the Dominicans under Haitian control for 2 decades. But the Dominican people were burning with the spirits of independence, so they fought back. In 1844, they overthrew the Haitians, reclaiming their independence and establishing themselves as a separate nation. While they were once again under Spanish rule from 1861 to 1864, the Dominican Republic ultimately became a free nation. This is where their paths diverged. Haiti, despite achieving independence, was burdened by a heavy debt imposed by France, which kept them trapped in economic hardship. And on the other side, the Dominican Republic embraced a different fate. As a free nation, they had the opportunity to chart their own course and pursue their aspirations without the shackles of debt. But there is more to their contrasting realities than just the burden of debt. There was another significant factor that molded their destinies. Let's see what it was. In the early 1900s, both Haiti and the Dominican Republic found themselves under the occupation of the United States. From 1915 to 1934, Haiti endured this period of foreign control, while the Dominican Republic experienced occupation from 1916 to 1924. But here's the intriguing part. The United States focused more attention and resources on the Dominican Republic, providing them with more favorable terms. During the occupation, the United States imposed constitutional reforms on Haiti, enforcing policies that aligned with American interests. Meanwhile, in the Dominican Republic, the terms were far more favorable, granting them a greater degree of autonomy and control over their own affairs. The underlying reasons for this discrepancy go beyond mere policy. They are rooted in both race and politics. Haiti, with its predominantly West African slave ancestry, faced the brunt of the occupation's impact. The United States, driven by the racist ideologies of the time, viewed Haiti through a lens of inferiority and stability. In contrast, the Dominican Republic, with a higher proportion of the European-descended population, was seen in a more favorable light. The occupation shaped the trajectories of both countries in different ways. This unequal treatment further exacerbated the disparities that already existed between the two nations. As we transition to the present day, we explore where these two nations stand in their respective journeys. The realities of Haiti and the Dominican Republic paint a dark picture. Today, Haiti continues to grapple with significant socio-economic hurdles. It remains the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere, with a fragile economy and high poverty rates. The devastating earthquake in 2010 amplifies the challenges, leaving lasting scars on the nation. Despite efforts towards reconstruction and international aid, progress has been slow, and the road to stability remains challenging. On the other hand, the Dominican Republic has experienced periods of relative economic growth and stability. It has emerged as a tourist destination, attracting visitors from around the world with its beautiful beaches, vibrant culture, and historical landmarks. The tourism industry, along with sectors such as agriculture and manufacturing, has contributed to the country's economic development. But the biggest byproduct of the dark history of this island is racism that continues to shadow the shared history of Hispaniola. In the Dominican Republic, deep-seated prejudice against Haitians has lived on for over a century. Some people in the country believe they are better because of their European roots, looking down upon their Haitian neighbors who have predominantly African ancestry. This harmful belief has fueled discrimination, leading to terrible acts like the massacres of Haitians in 1937 and ongoing mistreatment. Even today, racism persists. There are reports of mass deportations based on suspicions of Haitian heritage. Shockingly, citizenship is often judged based on a person's skin color, a practice called colorism. This unfair treatment has affected around 70,000 individuals who have been unfairly targeted and displaced. It is truly disheartening to see such blatant racism in a world that should be striving for fairness and understanding. Overcoming these deep-rooted prejudices and dismantling systemic racism requires a collective effort. It is high time for people to recognize and appreciate the shared heritage and connections between Haiti and the Dominican Republic, and just celebrate the countries as a single island. So, after hearing about the tale of the two islands, what lessons did you learn from the intertwined histories of Haiti and the Dominican Republic? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, give this video a big thumbs up, and make sure to hit that subscribe button to watch more fascinating historical content like this. See you in the next one. Goodbye.